if you realize that poverty is the root of all evil, money is not the root of all evil. If you get that part right, what you'll find is your daily attraction, the daily mindset, the daily actions that you're taking will be completely different from anything you've ever experienced in the past. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, I wanted to spend a couple of minutes here and talk to you a little bit about a relationship that you may have that's having a negative effect on you. So as I was preparing for this, I had to close the curtains here. You can see they look a little wrinkled. They've never been closed before. It looks a little weird in here, but the lighting was all messed up. So anyway, as a real estate agent, it's incredibly important for you to think about your relationship with sales and your relationship with money. And I'm going to talk for just a minute about both of those. See, one of the big problems that a lot of real estate agents have, and the reason, the underlying problem to their sales business is they actually have a personal negative opinion about sales. As a matter of fact, if you're watching me right now and you're sitting there thinking, I know he's going to sell me something. I know there's going to be something for sale. Let me look around here. What's he got for sale? Is there probably a link here? If you have a negative thought about salespeople in general, you will do a bad job at sales. See, here's the thing. In sales, we actually help people, right? Our job is to create a knowledge base for them, to make them more educated on whatever their decision is, in our case, buying and selling a home. So if you feel negative about sales, you're not going to perform the way that you should. If you spend your entire life hating salespeople, yet you are a salesperson, that relationship that you have with sales is going to cause a negative effect for you and your real estate business. So, I find so many times people say, well, I don't want to close hard. I don't want to be too pushy. And by no means do you need to do that. If you're educating your consumer, the natural step is for them to want to take action with you. And actually, many times they will ask, great, where do I sign? If you've done a good job in your presentation. But if you feel a little funny or queasy about sales or you hate sales, you're going to have a hard time as a real estate salesperson. So, I've always given the example of if you have a pill, let's say your friend is sick, your friend has a disease that may kill them, but you have the pill that will fix it. How well will you try to communicate with them? How hard will you convince them that this will be better for them? Would you yell at them? Would you hold them down and shove it down their throat with a broomstick because it's going to save their life, right? You care about this person so much, and you know it will make such a difference that, of course, like you would yell at them and get mad if they didn't do what's in their best interest. No different than your loved ones would be mad at you if you don't get treatment for whatever ails you, right? So I want you to think about that in terms of real estate and what we provide to the general public, the service that you provide for them. If you feel funny about sales, if you're always worried somebody's trying to sell you, if every time you walk into a store or you're approached in a mall by the guys at the kiosk or you're watching a video like this, if the whole time you're just sitting here like this, I'm not buying anything. I know he's trying to sell something. If that's who you are, you will do horrible in sales because you have a negative thought about how salespeople are, and inside you're going to try not to be that way or find a easier route out there. My assumption is if what you have is really good, you can be compelling to them without doing any trickery or bribery or anything like that. Like just show them how much you can help them and they'll naturally want to work with you. I've never considered a doctor a salesperson, right? But they are selling you on why you need the surgery and how much it's going to help you. And I know that's painful and there's a huge recovery and they literally have to use a circular saw on your chest, like all of this stuff, but it's in your best interest and it saves your life. So they are selling you. They're going to get a $100,000 deal out of this through insurance, right? But they're helping you and they're helping your loved ones. So I want you to really think about your relationship with sales. Now let's talk about money for a minute. If you grew up like I did, very poor, I shouldn't say poor, but definitely lower middle class, and always had a bad relationship with money and everything was about, we can't have that. No, you can't have that. Put that down. No, we're not getting anything. When we go in this store, I don't want you to ask for anything. If you grew up in that type of environment, you were probably taught that rich people are evil. You were probably taught that money is bad, and anybody that has a lot of money, they've probably done something illegal or immoral in order to get it. And if that's you, you have to overcome that thought process, because by the way, all lower class or poor people financially have that opinion because they think that's why they're not doing so well, because they're so ethical or moral. In reality, you look at some of the most successful people out there, they've just helped the most number of people. Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, whoever it is, they've helped a lot of people to get wealthy or become more successful or become more fit or whatever it is, right? Whatever their specialty is, they've become very, very good at it, and that's how they became successful. So if you're in a position that you think money is bad or it's evil or it's the root of all evil, I've seen the news. I've seen the people that do bad stuff. Let me tell you, poverty is the root of all evil. Poverty is what causes you to do things ethically and morally that you probably wouldn't do. In reality, money gives you the ability to help an awful lot of people, to help causes that are important to you, to give back to charity, to help your family, help your loved ones. When I got that in my mind, I realized I need to make a hell of a lot of money. If I'm making $1 million a year in real estate, it's not enough. It's not enough for how big I want to go. So when I realized that I could do more good when I'm successful or when I'm wealthy than I can if I'm in poverty, I immediately had a fear of poverty. I started, focusing on that and becoming more and more afraid of being back in that position, because I've been there. I've literally had frozen burritos from the dollar store because that's all that we had. Right? So I've been in that position. I'm scared to death of going back to that position. I'm scared to death of building up debt again and having credit card issues again. So I know the only way out of that is to fix my relationship with money. So as a real estate agent, if you fix your relationship with sales and how you feel about salespeople and sales processes, and if you fix your mindset about money and wealth and what you can do with it once you have it. If you realize that poverty is the root of all evil, money is not the root of all evil. If you get that part right, what you'll find is your daily attraction, the daily mindset, the daily actions that you're taking will be completely different from anything you've ever experienced in the past. So I want you to start thinking about your relationship with those two things. Again, your relationship with sales. How do you feel when you're talking to people or when you're even watching people? I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you a plug right now. Let's see how you feel about this. Let's see if you close up or you don't want to do it, or if you're highly receptive and you say, holy shit, maybe I can actually fix my situation. Let me give you a plug. Every single Wednesday, I do a sales training webinar for real estate agents, specifically on how to grow their real estate business, to get themselves a lot more closings, to start making more money, paying down their debts, that type of thing. On that webinar, I will sell you training. There is a sales pitch on there. I would encourage you to check it out. Go to closingseverymonth.com and get registered. I do it every single Wednesday. Again, closingseverymonth.com. And here's one thing that I want to point out for you. The most successful agents that I work with, and if you guys have seen on our stage, we have agents making $500,000, $800,000, even more every single year in commissions. And every single one of them is a student of sales. What do I mean by that? They look at every single sales pitch they can ever find. They get on every webinar. They go to every live event that's in their town. As a matter of fact, they'll go to their local convention center website and see if there's any sales pitches coming to town. Every Saturday morning, they watch paid TV. I know you don't want the damn blender. I know you don't want the knife that slices and dices, and if you act now, you're going to get this. But if you're a student of sales, if you're a student of marketing, you watch these things because you learn languages and patterns and body language that you can use to become a better salesperson in the real estate field. So I would encourage you to look at as many presentations as possible. Did they educate the consumer? Is the consumer better off for having spent time with them, even if they don't buy the product? If that's the case, you actually provide goodwill to the marketplace. That's how your presentation should work. It's how all of mine work. So I would encourage you to check it out. Again, closingseverymonth.com. If you get registered there, you'll see a presentation we do every Wednesday. I usually go about an hour, somewhere in that range. Lots of good, valuable information. You will be a better real estate agent for having watched it, even if you don't take action with anything that I offer. That's my promise every single time I provide goodwill to the marketplace. So I think you'll see that as you fix those two things in relationships, again, fix your relationship with sales, fix your relationship with money, life's going to be a whole lot better for you. So I want you to check that out. Again, closingseverymonth.com. If you want more details on me, you can go to gregluthercoaching.com. If this is helpful for you, if you like this kind of mindset stuff and even some of the tactical stuff that we cover, make sure you like this video here. Follow our page as well. We're starting to build our YouTube channel because I'm building awful lots of training videos and marketing examples and even downloads you can use in your business. So you want to follow us there on YouTube as well at Greg Luther Coaching. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Fix those two relationships, and I think you'll find it will make a tremendous difference in your real estate business. Watch this video again. I'll post it on our Facebook page. Watch this as many times as you need to, because I think it'll make a big, big difference for you and ultimately where you are financially. Fix those two things. Life's going to be amazing. We'll talk to you soon, and bye-bye for now. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video, and listen, we've got a lot more information for you to help you with growing your real estate business. We load new videos nearly every day, and I want you to have access. So you got to do two important things. It's both totally free. Number one, I want you to subscribe to this channel. You'll see the little subscribe button for you to click. If you don't have an account with YouTube, set it up. It's totally free. You got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important factor, you got to ring the bell. Right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a little bell to turn on notifications. That will let you know every time I load a new money-making video to help you with growing your real estate business. Subscribe and make sure you ring the bell. We'll see you in the next video.